No, just a couple, please. I don't want to
Leave
say.
him alone. Leave him alone. What's wrong with you?
No, just a couple, please. I don't want to say.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. What's wrong with you?
Domain that he really fought to earn his place in this government. So he is very disheartened by what is happening. And I can tell you, Seth, none of us saw it coming. So, yeah.
And you know, we have a legal process going on in court. At least we expect mentioned on Tuesday, according to that particular directive from you know, the courts, the High Court. And you know, in your own assessment, you're talking about, you know, a VVIP who's been in hospital, you know, and you know, doctors have confirmed that indeed he was sick. And you know, do we expect, you know, any involvement, any direct involvement of Rigathi Gachagua, you know, even in the wake of the legal proceedings, you know, do we expect him to be active during this particular time?
First of all, let me say that I have immense respect and I believe in the independence of the judiciary. And I saw that the bench sat over the weekend, apparently given the urgency of the matter, and following an application by the other side, or rather the government, who were seeking that the orders, conservatory orders that were issued by the High Court be vacated. And what I must insist is that the courts must be very firm on this. You know, when we have a government that is hell-bent on rushing a process, despite the fact that the Constitution even stipulates we have around even 60 days, you know, until maybe the process is fully determined and if there will be a new deputy president sworn in. I find it quite intriguing that the bench will be hearing the application on Tuesday and at 11 a.m. and we'll all be there in court. What I can ask the judiciary is, whatever the circumstances, let us see you come out very firmly to defend the rule of law and to defend the Constitution of Kenya, that a lot of people lost their lives to make sure that we're here as a nation. It would be quite unfortunate if the courts fall into state capture, because I believe that they are the last hope for a nation where government has shown that it will rule with impunity. The courts are the last option, and Tuesday is very critical, because if they were to be influenced by any means to vacate those orders, then that means we would have a very unfortunate situation, even on matters of jurisprudence, just purely on that. And given the gravity of the issue and that we want to ensure this is done the right way, let the deputy president be accorded a fair hearing before the courts, because the buck stops with them. The buck stops with the judiciary. The buck now stops with the Chief Justice, the bench, to be very firm and ensure that justice is not only done, but it is seen to be done.
I know you're among the leaders who've also been, you know, let me just say the security detail has been on your case. I remember there was a time you were summoned to go and record a statement in Kerugoya. But in terms of, we saw also yesterday a circular, you know, sending all, you know, staff to the DP's office on compulsory leave. And this also follows events where we saw some leaders also being asked to go and record statements, allies of the DP. What's your take on this?
These are very unfortunate circumstances, and there's a popular saying that if you gaze into the abyss for long, the abyss gazes back into you. And this government purportedly fought impunity of the last government. They called the impunity of the last government, but then it sort of seems like they've become the same monsters they were fighting, and being summoned to record a statement on very flimsy and baseless grounds, being some of us have been hounded out of our homes, we've had to, stay with friends, change cars, it is very disheartening, and it's quite unfortunate to see that we're here. Seth, if you told me in 2022 we would be here, I would have sworn that on heavens and earth we would never get here. So it's quite unfortunate, and I call on the government to also remember that power is transient. This shall pass, there will be another government. That is absolute. And I think for leaders and anyone in power, it's very important to be reminded of that governments come and they go. The total men of the previous days, they came and they went. And these ones will go too. So treat people the way you want to be treated when you're out of government.
All right, this unprecedented